welcome to the Two and a Half Brothers podcast, where we discuss FPL views and strategy, but most importantly, our monthly league. So we're halfway through November, so I'll take a quick look towards the end of the podcast. Otherwise, it will be the usual format: a quick review of our game week 11 scores, and then plans and issues, of which there are a multitude of for game week 12. Jake and I are here now, and Bob has just joined us looking very corporate tonight.
Very professional.
Not in real life. Evening, Bob. How's it going?
Not bad, not bad. Do you mean Ronaldo or do you mean Bob?
What's with the shirt?
Prime R9 just for the podcast. Job done.
Lovely stuff. Okay.
Have you got the trim under there?
I have not. No, I have not.
Well,
I have not.
on
I still
the
have
note of
the
trim-
wavy receder.
On the note of trims, Jake, Bob committed to shaving his hair if Derby won 5 games on the spin, which they have done. So we're attending Watford on the weekend,
Right.
at which point we're going to be shorning him of any excess Barnet.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I might shorn it myself. You never know. You never know.
We'll put the WhatsApp messages in the show notes, but
Please do.
cool.
So I guess Derby are in better form than United.
They're in better
currently.
form than my fantasy team as well. That's for sure. But on that note, we can kick off with my team Gemma's usual format, unless there are any objections.
No, all good.
I don't want to spend too long on it because it's trash.
Understandable.
Stinking. Absolutely stinking.
So it's a bad week. Drops me outside of the top 1 million. I think I'd gotten within 300k a few weeks ago. So it's been a steady decline, really. The average is quite low. So it's a good week to have a bad week, if that makes sense. A lot of my losses were on like a relative basis. So my Palace defender didn't play, but like Munoz and Richards are really highly owned. And then I had absolutely useless Senesi coming in for the injured Gooey. Semenyo really highly owned, apart from Jake. Obviously missed the penalty unhelpfully. So a little bit of pain there. You got the very late Bruno assist, narrowed those Mbermo points for me. And then the absolutely useless Eza. Obviously, he scored in the international game, which is useless to me. But yeah, 3 points against Burnley and 2 points against Sunderland is no good. People who don't have Saka generally have. Sorry, people who don't have Eze generally have Saka, who got 11 or 12 points or what it was. So it's only really a couple of players that have dinged me, but their ownership isn't that bad at our kind of rank. Not much to say on the forwards. I don't think Newcastle did that much or played that well, from what I can gather. I think I'm somewhat fortunate to get the Voltemada assist, just given the result there. I mean, the Enzo punt, I think he had 4 shots when I checked midway through the second half. So I'm not too disappointed there. He's obviously flagged now, which is the tale of at least half of my transfers in this year. But I'm not too disappointed. Obviously disappointed with the points, but not with the how he performed during the game. Like 4 shots, 5 shots, or whatever he had is absolutely fine, isn't it? For 6.5 odd million.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good. You're unlucky with him.
So yeah, I mean, my problem now is that he's flagged for the next game for Burnley, which is what you'd really want him for.
I think he'll be okay. He's not gone to international break, so he should be resting up.
I didn't know that.
What's his issue?
Interesting.
I don't know what's up with him.
I transferred him in. That's his issue. Basically, kryptonite.
Yeah, nice. So can you transfer Eze out for me? Because I have to hold him for a little bit longer. But if you get rid of him,
so I've got a couple of players on my radar. I don't have much else to say on that mess, to be honest. Unless you guys have any questions or observations, I can move on to my forward thoughts.
Yeah, only Anderson. So Was he a natural benching? Obviously, he did pretty
Yeah,
well. Forest looked all right,
they
to be
played
fair,
like
against
shit,
Leeds. I
and
thought they'd end up drawing that, but he looked good.
yeah, but he has looked good all season. Just Forest as a whole
Mm.
have been playing pretty bad. Um, Obviously Gibbs White and Wood weren't on the pitch, hence the penalty. Um,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, yeah.
something it's not something I'd be relying on going forward. And if you've got on those
No,
points like Jake, you're probably somewhat fortunate.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because it's not base case, is it? That he
It's,
would
it's,
no,
it's
no,
not what you've
no.
got him for.
that he would, yeah, exactly, that he would even be second penalty taker. But he's really low owned, so it hasn't affected my rank this week.
Yeah,
But it would have boosted
yeah,
Jake's quite nicely, I would imagine. In a low scoring game week, getting Anderson's penalty points is monstrous. Like I say, the overall average is really low. If you've got like a Saka and an Anderson like Jake has, your score is going to be really really good. Um,
yeah,
I can I
yeah.
can I can touch on my thoughts if you like on where to go with this. Do you have my forward team there, Jake?
Yeah, I just have one comment on your
Yeah,
goalkeeping
please,
rotation. Is
please
is
do.
is absolutely honking.
It's not really a rotation to be honest. Vicario is so shit that I can just bring Dubravka in for some of those weaker games. And I've got double Arsenal at the back, and people have been tripling and stuff, but that
Yeah,
is
that's
not
a
for me.
bit
So,
too
so where
much.
else do you go? I think the Chelsea
No,
defence is somewhat well owned, a game which probably
Mhm.
contributed to my rank getting a bit of a beating. But
Yeah, no.
yeah, I don't really I started the year with Chelsea defence, I think, and just don't really fancy them. I just wouldn't know where to go in the medium term. So no plan to change it really. I'll keep the double Arsenal, Senesi, Anderson, and who's my other defender? Gui. So we'll see what his status is with injury. But
Yeah.
if he's
Well,
injured
shall we?
longer term, we've got those AFCON transfers around the corner. So I'd probably leave him in
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So yeah, starting both of those next week as it stands. Um, I thought City looked really good last week, which is partly why I'm benching Voltamada. But Newcastle haven't looked
Mm.
brilliant, or they looked okay in like 20-minute patches. It's really weird. I've rage bent
Yeah, yeah.
Eza down to third spot. Um, I'm
Just
looking.
get him gone. Have you not got a
Yeah,
transfer?
yeah,
Just
yeah,
get
yeah,
him
yeah.
out.
So weirdly, like Doku is the second most transferred in player, I think. But he's only
Is
got
he?
one return in five, and he's still only getting 70 minutes when
Yeah,
he plays well. I
Yeah.
think as soon as those performances dry up a bit, he's going to be benched. So I'm
Mhm.
really
yeah,
reluctant to bring him in. But then I've liked Sarr pretty much all season. I had him, I think, in game week 3 when he got injured. But he hasn't got any returns in 4. But there's
Yeah.
Wolves, Burnley, and Fulham look sensational fixture
yeah,
wise.
yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
I, I I know past results don't necessarily indicate future performance, but tripling up on Palace, um, I've tripled a couple of times this year, and it's been just a fucking horror show. So I'm a little bit
yeah.
reluctant to triple on Palace, but
But
um,
I think they'll threaten United, and then either side of that, Wolves and Burnley. It's not a bad move. Like
and
the
then
quads look
and then
great.
Fulham afterwards. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's not a bad shout.
yeah, I think Sarr is my preferred. I feel like with Docky, so we touched on this in the last podcast. In probably the last 4 podcasts. I feel like I've had midfielders in and out um, for the last few game weeks, and I think Doku would be more of the same. I have a bit more confidence
Yeah,
in Sarr.
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
for Eza. I briefly considered Rice, but I think his points and fixtures have maybe gone for the time being.
yeah,
I think whilst Arsenal aren't scoring that highly, I can do without an attacker. So there's a lot of chat in the community about Liverpool fixtures turning. That City game on the weekend is the worst I've seen them in years. Um, they look like a relegation team, just trying to hang on against City. I thought they were pathetic, to be honest. I know we spoke a bit about maybe you getting Szoboszlai in Gemma's. in the last podcast.
Yeah.
Is that right? I'm not taking the piss.
Yeah.
Um,
It was he's the only nailed on player
yeah,
in the
yeah.
whole
Again,
idea.
I'm not taking the piss. I'm just
Yeah.
people in the community are looking at those transfers, but when they're playing that badly, it's just so hard to want to bring any of them in, like to try and front run that. So yeah, I've got no interest there really. I haven't really looked further afield than Sa. We touched on Doku, but I just more of the same. So I probably won't go there. I feel like that's a solid front four that I can start in terms of the midfield, like Semenyo, Enzo, and Burmo, and Sa. Like,
Yeah, so Enzo will be fine. Like your attack, mid to attack looks absolutely fine fixture wise. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll touch on your Liverpool point when I show my team because I did a race transfer for a Liverpool player.
oh, did you?
We'll get
That's
to that.
filthy.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And I can't remember who I race
Spicy
transferred
meatball,
out.
that is. Cool.
No, I know.
So that's not good. That's probably not going to be my starting lineup. You might be able to tell from the tone of my voice that I'm a bit frustrated with it, but yeah, we move. Any final thoughts, chaps? I'll hand over. If not,
how many transfers you got?
always one.
And how much is the bank?
Got to stay fully invested.
Oh yeah, I hate carrying transfers. But what
about $500,000.
Okay. So you're not tempted to look at a move for Saka then? You'd need to do so much work to enable that, wouldn't you? I think.
Yeah. No, not really.
Cool.
You probably do quite well against Spurs, but again, whilst they're not scoring several goals a game, I can kind of do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Thanks for coming.
Is that your lowest score to date? That one.
It's not my lowest relative. It's relative, isn't it? It's relative to the average. My wildcard team was way worse relative to average. There's no point just looking at. There's no point just looking at the notional, is there? You need to look at where everyone else is scoring. Don't get me wrong, it's dog shit, but I'm ranked like 9.
I'm on your tail, boy. I'm on your tail.
Yeah, exactly. That's how shit it is.
I am on your.
That's how shit it is that you're all over me.
We're in the same million mark. Oh. It's beautiful. That's brilliant. Love to see it.
Let's have it.
I thought you're looking all right for next week, though, aren't you?
Let's have a look at Jake's good fortune and put this behind us.
So 56 points, decent once again. So I think especially like a relatively low scoring week, to come out like fairly well on top just gives you a big boost. I won't touch on the Arsenal defence. Obviously, Sunderland were really, really good. Give Arsenal a great game, but yeah, I don't think I'd triple up on that. I was thinking about it previously, but it's just too much of a risk. What was that?
I bet you were.
Yeah, it was tempting. But obviously the Palace clean sheet gave a little boost to those that had Gehi, and didn't receive that. Saka finally gets his goal. Thought he looked good again, and obviously Gyökeres is out now. So I think that sort of makes Saka the sort of main goal threat. Hopefully boost his returns slightly. The Arsenal team is so low scoring. It's just set pieces or some brilliance from Saka. No Gyökeres in the box to bundle his way in. So yeah, should be good for the next few weeks. Good fixtures. Obviously, Mbeumo doing the business again. I see a lot of people comparing him to Bruno or Cunha and saying he's off to AFCON soon to not get him in. I just think that's nonsense. They've
missed the roofer of the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So now it's that they're just rebasing it, aren't they? To if you don't have him and you've missed
just
all
go without. But even his fixtures for the next few before he goes away. Everton, Palace, West Ham. It's
amazing. Yeah, amazing.
Bournemouth can't keep. Is he gone in week 16?
I think it's 15, 16.
They'll let him play Wolves, won't they? I think I think with some of the rumour mill that it'll just make the Wolves game and then be out after that.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
fixtures are. So yeah, if I mean, you can see the points there in the table. If you've
Yeah.
missed all of those, then fair enough. But
I wouldn't wait to get him in, even for the next few weeks, and then transfer him out.
No, he reminds me of Chris Wood when I didn't have Chris Wood last season. He just kept
Don't
doing it,
and
I kept not getting him. I've got Brian, but I kept not getting Wood, and he kept scoring, and I kept ignoring it, and then my rank just kept plummeting every time he did something.
yeah, I was the same. I was the same with Wood.
You have to own him.
Until December, I think last year with Chris Wood, it's fucking miserable. But I've been proved right this year because he is the fucking cart horse that.
Yeah, that logic should have hung last season.
I still refer to him as Burnley's Chris Wood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
not sure Jake was even watching football when he played for Burnley, but
no
definitely
chance.
not.
Yeah, fair enough, Gemmas. Yeah, 18 above the average in that low scoring week is decent.
Yeah. Obviously lucky to get the Anderson penalty. Mentioned that. I'm annoyed.
I'm
annoyed
lucky.
About your Enzo.
Just low probability, isn't it? Like you chose to start him over Dewsbury Hall, and who got the same points, weirdly enough. But it's not. It's not lucky to get that. It's just
No. I guess unexpected.
Well, it kind of is. He's third penalty taker. It kind of is lucky at the arse end of the game. That is pretty lucky.
It's lucky, but you get that sometimes. Obviously annoyed that you convinced me to get Enzo in. Should have just had faith in Dewsbury Hall. Play him instead. 9 points.
As we touched on, 4 or 5 shots in the game, I think is perfectly fine, and they beat Wolves 3-0. So obviously.
Also, you'd have had Sobbers lying there, wouldn't you? Your trade instead of Enzo was Sobbers.
You can't.
So you'd have had an even worse result.
Jake, you have about half a dozen ideas per week. So you can't just bounce around between. You would and wouldn't have done. But performance-wise, the 3-0 win, 4 or 5 shots, 4 or 5 shots. But no return. It's like, well, what more can you do?
Yeah, but
you've got the same miserable lineup up front that I have. Should we have a look at your forward team? I don't think there's too much more to say, is there?
No.
Did McGeary get another assist just finally?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He got 4 points. But,
absolutely flying.
Yeah, he got another assist. Great. Yeah, so I think similar-ish to you. Obviously, I've got Munoz instead of Gahey. I just think he offers a lot more for that Palace side. I wouldn't triple up on Sarr, as tempting as it is, because if Palace don't play well, that's about a third of my team with no returns.
Are you not tempted by Wolves being so shit that...
I'm tempted, but I think Palace have looked slightly flat between the
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I slightly regret getting Modestas, to be honest, but who else do you go to?
Yeah.
Did you not have him for the hat-trick?
No.
Unlucky.
Yes, I wanted to get him in, but I was waiting.
You reactionaries.
I was waiting for the Arsenal game. After that, I was going to get him in, but I should have just put the bullet earlier.
Cool. I mean, tomorrow we've got the same strike force. Palace defender, 2 Arsenal at the back, Senesi.
Yeah. So that front 3 is possibly what's going to change going forward. I've got my eye on that front 3.
To who?
Possibly Thiago.
I'd class him as a classic Jake player.
Yeah. He's just been quite great. Like every time, but Brentford score, it's just Thiago non-stop.
I mean, they're starting to play.
He's their main outlet. He is their main outlet. But I
mean, they had Tony flying, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he get 2 penalties? Is that what he got last?
He got 1 pen and 1 goal.
Yeah. He's overperforming, but then he's cheap, any. So if you want to,
he's cheap. And Voltemada's annoying. And Brentford have pretty good fixtures. I think they've got is it Arsenal in between somewhere?
Before I brought
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Altamada in, I said he'd probably tick over like a goal or an assist maybe
Mm.
every other week or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
it's more Newcastle as a
he's
whole,
had the
really.
fixtures now. Go back to that, Jake.
Yeah,
The Fulham, West Ham,
yeah.
Brentford fixtures are the ones I was targeting, and
Hmm.
Yeah,
and it hasn't been great.
yeah.
City, Everton.
I don't think Everton and Spurs
I,
are that bad, but
Mhm.
um,
I think
better.
Newcastle and they're no touch for
What are
me. They're
Thiago's
so erratic.
yeah, shit.
Yeah.
What are Thiago's games looking like?
Uh,
Fixtures.
I transfer him out. Let me just.
I didn't notice him on the transfer in list, but I guess it's probably quite high.
Yeah, he's got great fixtures.
Oh yeah, I mean you can see him at. I didn't realize he was. I mean, it's only
Yeah, wow.
So Brighton, Burnley, Arsenal away, and then Spurs, Leeds. So bar the Arsenal game, I think they're great.
and he's getting the 90s,
Yeah,
isn't he? As well.
Yeah.
he's the main man.
Is he the
What's
second
his price?
highest?
Six
So
point
he's
six point
overtaken
three.
Pedro finally,
Yeah,
despite Pedro scoring on the weekend.
Yeah.
If you close that,
Yeah.
Jake.
Yeah. Just a beast. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I'd probably get him in before the deadline.
is that your move then? Votamada out, Thiago in, and then what?
Yeah.
All transfers used?
Yeah, that's the only one I've got. I'll wait till the end of the break just in case anything else
Yeah,
happens. But that's probably the move. And yeah,
yeah.
Is
that's probably it.
has he got any challenge up? Has he got any challenge in terms of other strikers at Brentford?
Not that I can think of.
If you go to the if you select their team in the transfers, maybe have a quick look.
So
He was
Charlotte
injured. He was
Charlotte
injured
Kings,
all
doesn't
last year,
he?
wasn't he,
But
Thiago? Is that right?
I don't know. I don't know if they just bought him.
If you go to the forwards tab, Jake, and select Brentford.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought he had a long spell injured. So yeah, he is, by the look of it, the only striker.
yeah,
I think, yeah,
that
Morgan.
is pretty tempting, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously no European football. I don't know if that's still in any cups, but
Yeah,
they've been
did
surprisingly
Dango
well.
win one of the
That
penalties? He was obviously quite popular last year, wasn't he? A
Yeah,
midfielder. Um,
yeah, he looked a threat actually,
yeah,
Dango.
he's just come back from injury as well, hasn't he?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
He's not.
He was.
His minutes are okay. That's pretty
I
good.
thought he was injured at the start, maybe,
He
Yeah,
was.
and then out of the team for a little bit.
yeah,
Anyway, cool. Um,
Easy work for you, Gemmas. Good score that there.
yeah. Any other comments? And any views on captaincy? I've seen a few
I,
people looking to challenge
I,
Haaland.
he's against
well,
Newcastle, mate. Newcastle are awful. Like,
well, you say that, like,
Mm,
so I did it this game week. I'm hoping I can maybe do it next game week because I've got, well, I'll talk through it in a sec, but Burnley and Wolves as the opponent options for the other two that aren't Haaland. But it's a gamble.
it's
Paid
just
off this
rough.
week, but yeah,
yeah.
it's tough if you get it wrong, isn't it?
But
But
yeah,
I'm getting
Newcastle
bored
look
of
so
captaining
vulnerable.
Haaland, to be honest. They do. It's
Let's have a look
more
at
of
the
a risk than
forward.
it was this
Let's have a
week.
look at Bob's team, then, Jake.
yeah. I'll say the last
I know.
captain option is probably Saka, but
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think we've covered most of the players across
Why
your
would you
two
not have
teams.
Mateta against Wolves?
It's also not a bad shout.
For the captain next week.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? So Mateta is Wolves and João Pedro is Burnley. If I'm going to go against Haaland again,
I just think
then it's going to be one of those two, and I think they're pretty evenly balanced
Haaland
in
against
terms
New
of likelihood of returning.
Haaland against
But yeah, exactly.
Some,
It's a harder decision than Haaland was this week. I had a feeling Haaland wouldn't do amazingly this week, albeit he missed a penalty, which further kind of helped that notion. All right, so yeah, decent score for me. Pretty happy with it. Pretty nice green arrow gets me inside the top 2 million. I think the gay owners for Palace were unlucky. Lacroix, obviously, you know, got his clean sheet.
you haven't got to say that
I
it's
thought,
unlucky just because I've got Gooey.
what? he's easily equal in logic to own, as is Lacroix. Lacroix was just fit, and he got the cleanie. And they look right at the back. I'm not too concerned about him. Um, so yeah, obviously we've got Timber, so we've got Senesi. I'll talk to you in a second about my Rage transfer, but yeah, middle of the park, nothing much to shout about other than Brian's return. Where I've got a bit of a gain this week is in captain in Pedro. So
That is
my
spicy.
boy, my
Mm,
boy,
Well,
my boy,
spicy.
nice.
my boy Gyökeres, obviously injured. I wouldn't have transferred him out, but got a bit of budget back, a bit of budget in the tank from getting him out and getting Pedro in. And I
That's
just
crazy.
fancied Pedro.
Crazy, Bob.
Yeah, he seemed like he'd be a threat, and I just didn't fancy Haaland in the fixture, and he did all right. At one point, I thought I've absolutely hammered this because I think Haaland had like two big chances and a penalty miss in the
Mm,
first 30 or 35. So I thought he'd go horribly wrong. But yeah, happy with the score. But it's just that it's still that middle of the park that I've got questions over. It doesn't feel like a
mm.
powerful
Yeah.
middle.
Just
And I'm
looking at your
pondering
grey list there.
how I get Saka in. Yeah, mate.
Just looking at that grey list. I've been half considering Ndai as well.
Oh,
Um, just for the just for the record. Um, they've obviously got striker issues at the
Yeah,
moment, haven't they? In that they're
I,
shit.
I, yeah,
Um,
I am sick of Grealish. So
this is
he is
funny,
no
but
longer like
I just
he's had
always feel
so
like
much
you know what
wiggle
you're
room
getting
with
with
me.
him. I felt this 6 weeks ago when
Yeah,
people were bringing him in. Like he looked great in the games that he returned,
yeah.
but
yeah.
you know what you're getting, and
He's
he's
just
aiming at
It's
Beto for
tempting.
fuck's sake. Like
Yeah.
he is, but he's also in the last
those
how many
points I
game
was
weeks you
thinking.
got
Those
here, Gemma?
points
So
I was thinking.
in the last 4 game weeks, he's not getting close enough to the point of the assist. Whereas in
Mm,
the two or three game weeks before I got him in, I think one of those weeks I got some of his points. But he was getting much more into the threatening areas for the assist, but he's just not near that. He's way too deep. He's almost acting like a feed the potential assist, and he's not for me. So he's like, oh, another absolutely outrageous punt in his place, which I'll talk to you about in a second.
Yeah, okay. And just on that
But
note,
I
the
think pretty much
I
the
think
rest have
Eza
had some.
assisted the assist on the weekend just for the tape. Obviously, we don't get any points for that, but
mm,
for one of the goals, I think he
Yeah,
played.
no.
yeah.
I remember who it is now.
Yeah, and he's not an immediate ship out for me. And I thought he played well. I'm just not sure he played well for fantasy. And he had a few snapshots that troubled the keeper, but he didn't. If I'm gonna go anywhere else, it's gonna have to be Saka. But I just don't know if I want to make that move.
I
And
mean,
he's
unless you've got
expensive. And
4 bar in the bank, it's going to be hard to make that move, isn't it?
yeah, it's gonna take someone. It's gonna probably be an AFCON transfer load up move. So at the moment he's in.
Cool.
And I think their fixtures are pretty good. Yeah, Tottenham at home next fixture. He should be getting in and around that final third, like for fun.
Mm.
So he's locked in. But yeah, obviously Sanchez in back-to-back clean
Yeah,
sheets.
that's
Finally
another
got
one.
rid
Like
of
I
the injured
say,
Ellison.
that's one of the
Um,
sources of my relative losses this week is no Chelsea defender.
yeah, and they do look solid. Like I watched that game and it never really felt like Chelsea were
Looks
were
solid
gonna
until they
win.
get a man sent off.
Wolves were
I
shit
mean,
as well, by the way.
of course it was shit, but he's come in for the fixture run, so
Yeah,
he's
true.
done well. Back to back cleaners, I'll take that all day long. And I
Yeah,
just didn't fancy Ray. I didn't fancy the Arsenal double up, never mind triple up.
Mm.
So yeah, he's in. He's probably a set for the next few weeks. And yeah, decent enough score. To be fair,
cool.
bench did absolutely nothing. So right calls there with
Yeah,
leaving Rangers off.
that is stinking.
And
That's the only criticism.
yes,
Stinking bench.
well, so I think some people in the community bench boosted with pretty much that four. So I
Happy days. Even worse than my bench boost. So we've
stinker,
got
but
8 minutes
yeah, we'll
left,
take that
chaps.
all day
Should
long
we
for
have
a
a
low
look at your
scoring
forward
week.
team, Bob?
Cool.
Should we have a look at your team for next week
Yeah,
Right.
yep,
for a few minutes and then maybe touch on
yep, yeah. Pretty,
Oh,
the league? Oh, Crackpo.
I've gone a bit
Mate.
rogue with it. I've
not
gone a bit. So
Gakpo.
so let me talk you
Oh,
through my logic, and I've already done it,
rough.
right? And I already
Rough.
feel better. I
Bearing in
already
mind we've
feel
only got 8
better.
minutes left.
Not fine. I already feel better about not having Grealish. So my
Fine.
team is pretty much set. I've obviously made my change in Rage. I'm playing Gakpo on the basis that in the next 4 to 5 decent fixtures, he gets about 60% or 70% of the game time. Now that might be wrong, and we'll see.
We said this at the start of the season. I said this at the start of the season. Liverpool need their senior players when they're not playing that well.
Mhm.
And Gakpo's minutes, I think, if I recall, when I owned him at the start of the season, were pretty good, and his returns were pretty good. Um, in
Yep.
this
Yep.
spot, players like Wirtz should be nowhere near the starting 11, etc., etc. And the same for Isaac. I
Uh,
mean, I know he's injured at the moment, but he,
Agreed. So the gamble here is that he can't really rationally justify starting Verts, giving Isaac shitloads of game time for over the average of the next 3 or 4 good fixtures, and not give Gakpo a sufficient chunk of game time. Gravenberch, obviously, he'll get in around those minutes as well, but he is. This is a 3 to 4 game punt that stops me having to be annoyed by Grealish, but also plays to the Liverpool fixtures and the chance that they might have a bit of an uptick. That's where we're going. But I mean, we'll
I
see
mean,
how it
the
goes over the
uptick
weeks.
is neither
It could be
neither
horribly
here nor
wrong,
there.
but
Like
someone's got to score for him, right? You know,
the uptick is neither here nor there. Like you can't gamble on a change in performance really, but I think you can gamble on needing your senior players to be starting and playing more minutes when you're putting up performances like they did against City on the weekend. It's just absolutely abject.
yeah. But I mean,
You
the
need to.
gamble on the uptick is over their next 4 to 5 fixtures. They can't be so inept that they don't create chances, finish chances. Yeah, I'm never going to go to Salah, so there's not really anywhere else. Verts ain't going to touch. Gravenberch is absolute
Szoboszlai?
lottery. Well, you could do, but I
Szoboszlai?
mean, he's overperforming. Like, I've got the budget. Gakpo is a high quality attacking threat. Unless it's the odd free kick every 20 games that you're after with Szoboszlai. So yeah, it is a right old gamble, but there's no one else I really like. I can't afford Saka, so we'll see how it plays out. Interesting chat. Each time he blanks or gets a couple of
Is
goals. So we'll see how it plays out, but it's quite nice not having to worry about Jack, I'll be honest. So we'll see how that aggression plays. And I'm not going to captain Haaland, so I'm still wrestling with Mateta versus Pedro, but I'm going to go against Haaland again, because I could just see a world where Newcastle are quite stubborn.
Free. I love it. That's
So we'll
great.
see. We'll see.
No, no,
We'll see how we go. We'll
yeah,
see
it's
how we
really
go.
good. I'm here for it. Um, yeah, nice, cool. So an interesting transfer in and an interesting captain, particularly relative to Jake and I, at least. But cool. We've got a couple of
Yeah.
minutes, chaps. Do you want to have a quick look at the league, or
Yeah, let's do that.
we're
Yeah.
halfway through? So
Yeah.
thankfully, we get 4 game weeks in November for I think
Okay.
the first time in the season.
Yeah,
We've
it's
had
always
short game week.
short.
I know the
Yes.
international break is on now, but we had a game week start on the 1st of November. So maybe just take a look at the top spot, Gemmers. We're still quite concentrated at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just like to reiterate the rules that we have in place for
Oh,
claiming
which one?
prizes. We need you to do it within 2 weeks of the month settling. We can't be doing administration 6, 8 weeks after a particular month has expired. It's just impossible for us. So do keep an eye on the podcast and on the TikTok, please. But yeah, here we go. Here's top spots team for last week. So it's another Anderson
Wow.
enjoyer.
Yeah. Double
Mitchell
Palace.
Rufer. What's that? Did he score?
He got clean sheet and 3 bonus.
He got
And
Defcon, didn't
Yikes.
he? He got Defcon, didn't he? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah,
We've
that's
got Salah and Haaland team here as well. That's and a
Oh,
yeah,
pretty
good spot. I
stonking
missed
overall
and,
rank.
and your mate
Yeah.
Rice.
so.
Yeah. He's reverted
Hey.
back to type now, though.
Going to be on the Liverpool. Going to be on the Liverpool train next week. What's the name of the player, Gemmers?
What's that?
What's the name of the player?
Oh, I'm not going to try and pronounce that.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody
Let's
Mary.
go with Bloody
Yeah,
Mary.
go back to the team. So a fellow Liverpool enjoyer. So best of luck there. As Bob says, you probably got the fixtures, if not the form. We've also got Pedro Bob, which is a bit
Yeah, I've
as well.
I've not owned him yet, so it's quite a nice little.
That bench is
into
somehow
my team.
worse than yours.
I don't even know. I don't even know the Burnley defender
Yeah,
there
exactly.
is. What's
That's
going on
some
here?
going.
Oh,
Happy
That a
days.
3.8 million player or something to enable Haaland and
So for
Salah.
all league participants,
yeah.
remember that we're only paying 3 spots this month. So you will need to take some gambles the next couple of weeks. Obviously, if you've got eyes on different leagues, then maybe take that into consideration. But best of luck, chaps. Anything else for tonight?
No, just bemoaning
Oh,
another international break, so I'll watch the rest of the England games. But yeah, other than that, just waiting for the next game week.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, in that case, thanks for joining and your helpful comments, particularly regarding my team and decisions. Best of luck with all your decisions next week, and thanks for tuning in. Do give us a like and a follow, it helps. Chaps, have a good evening. Take care.
Au
cool. Cheers
revoir.
all.
Cheers,
All the best.
guys. Take care. Bye bye. Bye bye.